Well, your thoughts on the semi-finals of the World Cup?
Wow, I mean, just in shock, really. Horrible to watch. You know, I mean, even for the people who wanted Germany to win, it must have been not nice viewing, and especially when you've got a friend there and a teammate who's been so influential to this group. It was not nice, and you know, but I'm sure they'll come back stronger, and I certainly know Julio will, because he's a great character. But so that was that one, and then last night was totally different, a little bit of a chess game, and a lot more defensive minded, and it was always going to be that way after the viewing of the night before. So, but bodes really well for the great final on Sunday.
Do they play that way? You know, not to win but not to lose.
I mean, it's just so much riding on that game. I mean, you know, the Argentinians are defensive minded anyway, and the Dutch set up in a way to match that, and it was fascinating actually. The thought process in the game. No one really wanted to give anything away. No one wanted to run beyond and create. You know, very rarely anyway. So, I mean, after 5 minutes, I thought this was going to go to penalties with a 0-0 draw. So, and that's how it panned out. But no, fascinating viewing, and tactically, a very good game to learn from as far as how to approach them big games and how not to get beat really. And you know, unfortunately, someone's got to lose, and the penalties proved that the Argentinians were destined for the final.
And then your prediction then for the final, Germany-Argentina?
I just can't. I would like Argentina to win it actually, just for Messi's sake, so he gets the recognition that he deserves for being the greatest ever, which he is in my opinion. But I just can't see past the Germans. I think they're too strong in every department. The strength and depth they've got is phenomenal, and they're just the machines. They go about the job so professionally, ruthless. You know, very proud in how they approach the game, and you know the philosophies that they've got. I just can't see them getting beat. I think they're too strong all over the pitch.
You guys looking forward to getting back out there on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to be a great game. Houston are a decent side. They were going to come here and really put us to the task, and we've got to be ready for that. And it's important for us to bounce back from Saturday's loss, and it's going to be a tough schedule coming up, because we've got a lot of games crammed into a small space of time, and we need to start that period well, you know, on Saturday, and approach the game in the right way, attitude-wise, mentality-wise, and then the ability will take care of itself. But one we're looking forward to. Again, I mean, it's great to get out there and play, especially in front of the home fans and on our home turf. So it's one we're all looking forward to.
You're a defender. More insight, perhaps, than the average viewer. What went wrong with Brazil's backline that it all kind of fell apart there?
I mean, it's pretty difficult for me to comment, because at the end of the day, you're talking about £50 million players who have won virtually everything there is to win in the game, and the way they defended on what day was it? What day are we on?
Tuesday. On
Tuesday night was it was shocking. I mean, it was just individuals out there running forward, trying to make a mark on the game going that way, but they didn't really want to, you know, have the discipline to stay and do your job, which is first and foremost to defend if you are a defender. So it was just it was bad to watch that 6 minute spell where they conceded 4. I mean, I've never seen nothing like it, certainly at that level, because you are talking about, you know, essentially the best 4 teams in the world in the World Cup semi-final. So I just felt so sorry for Julio, because he was, in my opinion, hung out to dry a little bit and exposed badly, and there was not much he could have done with them goals. So I don't know. I mean, it was just so individualistic out there from a back 4 point of view, and then the midfield in front of them didn't do too much to help, you know, tracking runners and stuff. And the Germans were just ruthless in what they done. They punished them, put them to the sword badly, and you know, they did not hold back, and I actually think they did in the second half. I thought they held back and took the foot off the gas a little bit to prevent even more embarrassment. So it just did nothing for them, and you know, and the outcome was a ruthless one with the scoreline, as you've seen.